I just wanted to get this thing as quick as possible. Okay. Okay. Galaxy Rivals.
What you just watched was a short clip from the first episode of Galaxy Rivals. Look at this heaping pile of horse shit. Oh wait, you don't want me to say that about your show? Okay. A galaxy rival, sometimes called a galaxy or rival in British English, is a Jahil show used to inflict pain on whoever watches it. Those who watch Origin in the community die. A stationary galaxy rival consists of a galaxy rival container with a rotating metal or plastic blade at the bottom, powered by an electric motor that is in the base. Some powerful models can also crush ice and other frozen foods. The newer Galaxy Rival Episode 3 configuration also has a motor on top connected by a shaft to a rotating blade at the bottom, which can be used by any Dark Thunder. Oh, wait a minute. Jahil? You think it's too loud? Oh, man. Sorry about that. Here, I'll change it down for you. I watched Galaxy Rivals, and oh, will I tell you, this show sucks. Shut up, Lexit! For a summary, it's basically about like a kid. It's space. That's the most I can say because the show doesn't even have like a story. There's no story. It like branches off into like 3 different things every episode. Oh, and I wonder why. I mean, a little birdie told me someone tried asking Jahil, "Hey, can I help writing?" Instantly denied. Why? Because Jahil's an egotistical fucking show creator. I'm gonna review the first episode. I will say this isn't my first time. I've seen it before. I'm just gonna give my honest opinion. Constructive criticism included. Yes, I know you want that, Jahil. You want that constructive criticism, don't you? Okay, I'm gonna start the review. Oh, okay.
How's it going, viewers?
PSG.
He's back and he's rolling with the punches, baby. Welcome to
Tired SG.
We're checking out one last video for today, and this is going to be my reaction to Galaxy Rivals.
The first scene starts off with Lex's henchman basically informing him, "Hey, there's a human down on Earth. You should probably get a piece of that." And Lex he wants to get the human so he could take his blood and then become the most powerful Refkin in the galaxy. There's already problems with this, right off the bat. Like, who the hell is this? I kid you not, they don't appear, like, ever again. They appear for one scene and then, like, evaporate into the air. Not to mention that, like, in the first, like, 12 seconds or in the episode, you just can't hear them. Like, there's a voice effect and that just makes him like unlistenable. Same thing for Lexus. I mean, I could barely. There was a joke that started off where it's like he says he wants to be the ultimate rap god because he'll put a voice filter so he can't. What's he saying? I don't know. Then the series actually starts with everybody's favorite character, Joy Baker, voiced by Jahil himself, and his mother. Everybody's, well, one person's favorite character. This is a very, very bad start to the series because first of all, I mean, there's already problems with the animation, which I won't get into because, you know, it's a little nitpicky. But the voices piss me off, especially the moms, because not only does it sound like she's talking into a Tupperware, her voice is just bad. It's too generic, which kind of fits with the character design, I guess. So, good job, Jahil.
Hey there, my little space trooper.
Hi, Mom.
So, how was school?
Then this scene is just a clusterfuck of like 3 different things. Troy is in the bus, then Lexus starts speaking. Then they go into the school, and then there's like a fair, and then Troy goes into his room, and then I can't take this. So many things happen in like the matter of 10 seconds. It's hard to keep up. It's like getting a stroke. Then the rest of the episode is just fodder. Nothing happens like story-wise. It's just like random bullshit so Jihil could pad out the time for the episode. But there is one moment that I really want to point out. There's this scene where Jihil writes a joke where it's like, I get to learn more space poop. And then the coach is like, I'd rather put my face in a pot of boiling oil than coach this guy. Who would laugh at that? It's really lazy. It's lazy writing. Because it just relies on, like, LOL random hashtag cute cat humor. Like, there's no punchline. It's just, I'd rather put my face in a pot of boiling oil, and that's it. That's the joke. Basically, this scene just sets up, like, Lexus and, like, his motives. Even though, it gets retconned immediately. There's, I mean, other than the art and the animation, there's nothing really wrong, I guess. So, also, this is where, you know, like, Troy's inspiration from Sonic the Hedgehog is, like, really apparent. Also, this guy comes back. The next scene is probably, like, the most, like, confusing, like, plot-destroying scene in the entire series. Because, like, here, let me explain it. So, Troy, he finds an old man who has powers. This retcons the fact that Lexus is looking for human because they have powers.
I needed your blood to make me strong.
Then he has to click a button, but it turns out the button is his nose, and then the old guy like gives him the powers anyways. Also, there's 3 animation style changes. What the fuck? Then we have the last and final scene, which is probably the most useless scene in the entire series. I know I'm saying in the entire series, but there's only 2 episodes. Come on, give me a break. So he blasts through a wall for no reason. And then Lexus talks about, you killed my minions. As far as I remember, Troy was a pacifist bitch, so. And then he uses his ray gun, you know, he has super strength. He has like, he's an alien. But no, he uses little toy ray gun. And then the galaxy rivals space razors come in and they're like, and then they save the Troy. This scene just sucks because Jihil's lazy writing. Mythicus, the blue one, makes a joke. He's like, watch out before he steals your girlfriend. That didn't make me laugh at all. Zoko has a voice effect. I will say, I think Linus's voice in episode 1 is way better than episode 2. I don't know why.
We're the Space Racers, and you're going on phenomenal adventures. I'm Lanessa. That's Sako, and he's Mythicus.
I just like it better. But yeah, that was episode 1. That sure was good. The verdict for episode 1 was that it was ass. There isn't really much I could say. I guess, like, the animation was bad, but it was charming. Like, I could look at it without vomiting, which I can't say the same for episode 2 in some cases. Now, I do have some recommendations. Episode 2 does already do these, but I'm still gonna give them. I'd say keep the style consistent. Get a new writer. Maybe kick Jihil out. I don't know. That'd be really nice. Probably get better voice actors. Well, not better voice actors, but like, just like upgrade the voice actors' mics from $5 to $6 ones. And as the start of the video suggests, I think the like worst part of Galaxy Rivals as a whole, especially that episode, was Jihil's involvement in it, because he kind of drags it down with his writing. I mean, you could see none of the jokes landed. The only reason you would laugh at it is just because of how bad it is. But I will say, it was a passion project. Now we're gonna go on to episode 2, which I can't say the same about. While maybe better in quality, it is not better in, every other aspect. Wait a minute. I think this scene was supposed to change. Oh, what the hell is this? John Alien? Oh. Okay. Well, guess we're interviewing this guy. Hello, I'm TSG, Tired Security Guard. Welcome to the TSG Experience. What's your name? John Alien. Hello, John Alien. So, how are you doing? Yes. Hello. I'm John Alien. I know you're John Alien. How are you doing? I'm John Alien. Okay. So, why did you decide to join the video podcast? I do not like the Galaxy Rivals. Yeah, well, neither of us do. Would you mind telling me why? I tried joining the Galaxy Rivals once. Boy, was it bad. I went up to Troy, the leader, Troy Baker. I asked him, hey, can I join the Galaxy Rivals? He and his little gang, they kicked me to the side, told me I was useless, I was worthless. They started kicking me all over. They told me I had no worth. I was so naive, too smart for my own good. Then they left me out of the galaxy to fend off for myself. It wasn't until that day when I learned Galaxy Rivals kinda sucks. Yeah, well, I think it kind of fucks, like how I fucked your mom last night. Anyways, I guess it's the end of the podcast. No. What do you mean, no? We're gonna do this. Okay. Well, tell me about, your experience with Shaquille. I mean, did you meet him? Yeah, I did. Alright, well then, go on, tell me. Oh, Jahil. Oh, Jahil. When I met that fellow, he was as spry as a young summer flower. It wasn't until he told me about his little gang known as the Galaxy Rivals. He's the reason I wanted to join. He went up to me and said, hey, buddy, do you want to join the Galaxy Rivals? It was until that day I realized Shaquille is pretty cool. Yeah, well, I think that fucks. Fuck you. There's really nothing else to talk about. What did you think of Galaxy Rivals Episode 1? I thought it was pretty cool. I think it would be better if I was in it. Speaking of which, how's that Sonic Prime video? Okay, that's the end of the TXG Experience. See you guys. Bye-bye. We start off with the space racers, or whatever the fuck they're called. They're like at a little table. This is an alright way to start the episode, because it just introduces the characters. Yeah, that's it. I think that's an improvement. Congrats, Mr. Jahil. You've actually done something right with your writing. But other than that, nothing really happens. It's just still frames, no animation, which, once again, that'd be nitpicking, but whatever. My name's TSG, and this is Jackass. Take your pussy ass back to Ellis Mark. Then we get our second introduction to Lexus, the main villain. We already know this. But actually, he's not the main villain for this episode. That would go to Alexander Aliens, which is a accomplice or hitman. I don't know. So then it introduces Lexus's motives for this episode, which are Troy killed his minions and he wants to get revenge. Which, first of all, if we go back to the start or end of the last episode, we know that Troy is a pussy ass, pacifist. So who did he kill? Also, his motive is that he wants Troy's blood, not revenge.
I needed your blood to make me strong.
So whatever. Then Alexander Aliens comes by and he's like, "It's Alexis. I'm gonna kill Troy for you." And then that's how the episode starts. To go back on the problems of the last 20 seconds of the episode. So far, two things have been retconned. On the topic of Lexus's apprentices, the first character to appear in episode 1 is just nowhere to be found. Which, I mean, I already talked about it, but still, that's a problem in episode 2. Then we have Alexander Aliens in a ship who basically talks about, oh, I'm gonna get those aliens, I'm gonna get them space razors. And then we finally get a good look at wait a fucking minute, is that just a girl from Invader Zim? Now I want to see you look in the next clip and look at me in the eyes and tell me that this isn't just LOL low cat random humor. Come on. I'm laughing so hard right now. What's the joke? What am I supposed to be laughing at? There's nothing funny about that. He just put a random clip, pointed at it, and said, laugh. Now, I do have a gripe with the next clip, though. It could just be me. Because how... It doesn't show, like... when did he learn to do that? Because in the first episode, he gets it, like, after he gets the powers. When did he learn? How? Okay, so the next scene has the Space Razors. What is that? Why, it's just a reoccurring theme in the show. Basically, Jahil ships Troy with Vanessa immediately. I mean, it's only episode 2. And they just met each other. We at least gotta get some action going on. By the way, that was sarcasm. I think this is derivative and just lazy writing from Jahil. Not only that, I have a theory. Sit down with Uncle TSG and you're gonna hear my theory. I think the entire reason Jahil does that is because, he really likes Lanessa. Because, I mean, Troy's basically self-insert for him. And I don't know about you, but if you look through some of these scenes, you can sense clear favoritism when they animate. Either that or the animators are just cavemen who start oogling at the sight of boobs. I don't know. This fight scene is pretty alright. I mean, they did a pretty good job with Zoko, the great alien guy. With Lanessa, you can sense clear favoritism, like I've said before. This is probably like the most well-animated scene in the entire show, which is, yeah, I've already stated my reasons on why that may be. Mythicus doesn't do shit, and this actually introduces my main problem with the main 4. It's just that Mythicus, the blue one, they barely use him. Very underutilized. I mean, he could be cool, but no, he's mainly just used as a character for a few pity laughs, and his voice does not fit at all, and it becomes increasingly obvious as he starts speaking more that he's just a copy of another character. So, great one, Jahil.
We're all doomed, we're all doomed, we're all doomed.
Then Troy gets an ass pull of an ability where he gets to stretch his arms like Luffy. This is horrible, I hate it, kill me! There's also a problem with the sound design where there's just random gunshots, so it just sounds like Space Harlem. And I just like to talk about how Humber, the basically Gur clone, is just like, he keeps on saying shit and none of it works. Like, one joke is like, were you born on a highway? Because that's where most accidents happen. That's a real line he says. 90% of it, it's just Jahil trying to be funny. But that's the thing, Jahil can't be funny. So it's just like, it just comes off as lame.
I won't be serious, my master.
This robot is just like Master Lexus.
Then the Space Racers save the day, and then Alexander goes back to his ship, and then probably like the most like out of place like scene just occurs. So hold on, let me play it.
Oh, wow, you're really good at succeeding your mission. You're gonna fail with you begging for change on the streets. I can see you have a bright future right in front of you.
Why'd he do that? What was the point of that? It's a complete tonal shift to what was happening before. Yeah, it wasn't funny, it was just more uncomfortable. And then Humber goes to go get the big old robot for Alexander Aliens, and then they go and fight the Space Razors. Also, before that happens, there's another hashtag wholesome Keanu Reeves big chungus moment with Lanessa and Troy, which further, proves my theory with Troy being a self-insert. The next joke that comes up fucking sucks. It makes me want to kill myself.
Become the most powerful Revkin in the galaxy.
What if I refuse?
Then you shall suffer the consequences and the smell of my farts.
What the hell is justice?
Oh, let me suck your toes, Jahil, please. Let me suck your toes. I love that joke so much. Let me suck your toes, please. Anyways, there's a cleverly cut fight scene, and then Alexander crashes the ship, and the galaxy rivals, they save the day, but they crash and land on a planet. What were they thinking? Oh, it's another call. Geralt? Come on, I already got so many fucking oddballs on this. Alright. Guess we're interviewing this guy. I'm tired of G. Welcome to the TSG experience. What's your name?
Geralt.
Oh my god. This is exactly like the last guy. Whatever. So, what are you here for? I don't like the galaxy. Oh my god! Whatever. Come on. So tell me about yourself. Come on.
Praise the shad.
Shad?
Praise
Praise.
the shad.
Okay. I'm praising the Shad right now.
The shad tells me to shoot you.
I sure he is. Okay. Okay, podcast ending. Leave the studio, please.
Shad dicks kill you. You have pirated a Fur of Flames production. Don't ask me about my opinion on homosexual.
Galaxy Rivals Episode 2. That was great, wasn't it? I'd say my main gripes are, or here's my recommendations. I'd say, Jahil, you should probably, like, stop writing. Because here's the thing. The animation was great. The voice acting was great. Well, there were some interesting voice-like choices, but still, it was great. But ooh, whoopsoo, who would guess? The thing that ruined it was the thing Jahil did, which was the writing. Nothing was funny. He tried being funny. It was like watching, like, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in terms of, like, writing. It's like, it's the equivalent of, like,
Lanessa, you go left. Zelko, you go right. And Mythicus, you just be yourself.
like, it's unoriginal. It's just tropes. It's just a trope fest, and I hate it. And this leads me to my final problem with these, shows. The reason I made this. People like Jahil. They cannot take criticism. People in Toon Nation can't take criticism. The only reason Galaxy Rivals is as big as it is, or as, like, popular in Toon Nation as it is because the only thing people do is say good things about it, because that's what Jahil wants. That's all he wants. If you say something about it, he doesn't like that. He doesn't want it. He is not going to hear you. So young or old, if you aspire to be a show creator, here's my 2 rules. 1, if your show is serious, take criticism. Match the tone of what you're trying to make. And my second rule is, if your show isn't serious, then just roll with it. You don't want people to take it seriously? Don't take it seriously. If they make a review, they say, this sucks. I hate the way this looks. You know what? Maybe that's the point. Just don't be like Jahil. Listen to others. Like, build upon yourself. Also, I know, Jahil, you're watching this. Whoever at ToonNation's watching this. I think Explosion Network should have outlived you. Also, unban me from the server.
This sucks.
Hi, I'm John Alien.